Hi, it's Beth again with another video of a Project Life layout. I've created this template, I guess you could say, because I did notice that on some of the old videos there was a lot of reflection off the protector, so I thought, well, I'll just get rid of it, use this as a guide, and it might make it a little bit easier to watch. Now, today I'm actually using a different design. It's a Becky Higgins Y design. So it's got two 6x4s in the top, and then the rest of the pockets are just 3x4s. So it's going to look a little something like this today, and it'll have another card in there. So let's start on the April one first. Okay, I was going through all my supplies and I noticed that I have a lot, an awful lot of rub-ons, and I thought I would try and use them just to clear them out. So I'm going to use this chevron arrow here, but what I need to do is cut it out because I don't want, because these are a bit old, I'm a bit worried that if I put the paper under it, everything will get stuck to the paper, to the card, and I don't really want that. So I'm just going to cut it out. All I'm going to do, it's kind of the perfect size to go right there, and then we'll just rub it off. Excellent, we're there finally. Okay, so I'm also just going to go around the outside of this particular one. I might use the blue marker. And I'm also going to add a few little just bits and pieces to it. I'll use one of these L Studio. Really like them. Maybe just something simple like that. Maybe some washi. Yeah, maybe a bit of that too. Something like that. That'll do. Alright, my glue's been a little bit damaged because I hadn't scrapbooked for a while, and the pin that was inside the glue did rust out, but it's still perfect, and as long as you don't see it, it doesn't really matter. I have to cut this one off a bit, and maybe some of these pearl dots. And a few sequins. And I think that might be done for that one. Okay, I've got this photo here, and there's a few things I want to do with this one. I've got these little wood, no, I don't really know what they are. Anyway, they're from Marcy Penner. I bought them off a garage sale site, so yeah, nothing too interesting there about where they've come from. They've just come from someone selling them. Okay, so I've already written out my journaling. What I might do here is put a bit of washi tape on. Now I'm going to cut a circle, and then I am going to stamp it using these stamps here. Okay, so I'm going to cut a circle. I think I might use the pink. And what I need is two circles about the same, because I'm going to use one a bit later on. I'm just going to stamp in black because you're not really going to see a lot where we're stamping in the circle that's going on, so it doesn't matter that it's a strong black colour. Doesn't really matter if it's not perfect either. Okay, so I'm just going to, I only really need the top half of this. Goes over it a little bit, but that will be okay. And maybe one of these as well. There we go. So that one can go there. Now this journaling card, I've already printed out my journaling. I didn't want to bore anyone with that, watching me do that. So I'm going to decorate this card. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this orange, pink. I might cut the pink one out because that's more of our colour theme. And now I've also got these stickers here from Simple Stories, and I'm going to go with this Complete Bliss because I'm actually going to change what it says. So I might stick this just kind of off-centered. Go around the edge of this one. For just consistency, I might add another one of these. Okay, and what I'm actually going to do is put a little arrow and put a D. So it's going to be Completed Bliss, because it was actually a project I finished, and I'm pretty proud of that. Got a spare one here, and thank you, Amy, that's my daughter, she wanted to help. And I'm just going to grab a piece of paper. So I've got this paper here. It's another Simple Stories piece, and what I'm actually going to do is chop this one out and embellish it. Okay, so here it is. So what I was actually thinking about doing is putting a border around it using a watercolour, because I'm really enjoying these at the moment. So I really like this colour blue. It's one of my favourite colours anyway, and it kind of matches the colours in our page already. So I'm just going to give it a light border. Okay, that will do. And now what we need is, I might frame it again with one of these just to finish it off. And because I like to frame things. Okay, and now I just think I will stick a few love hearts on there. So I've got these Heidi Swap ones, and I've got these other ones that I got in a kit from a club that unfortunately no longer exists, because I'm really enjoying my subscription. Not to worry. And there, made with love. Okay, just get the layout back again. So that will just slot right in there. Okay, now we've got these last three that we're going to embellish. Let's just do this one because it's closest to me at the moment. Okay, so we're going to use that as well as one of these. So we'll stick this on first. Really got to get a new glue. We're going to do it that way. That way, doesn't really matter. And then maybe just a couple of these as well. That one's done. Okay, let's embellish the photo. Just move this out of the way. We've got a few things we need to do. Okay, so what we're going to do with this one is I'm going to stamp on it, and I'm also going to use another rub-on. Trying to use up some of the old stuff. Okay, so might make this a different colour. Not one of those, one of these. I might actually go for the blue. Good enough. Now, the question is, how long is it going to take me to cut out? Okay, so here we are. We're all done. Didn't take me near as long as I thought it would. Still long enough. So I'm going to stick that on, and I'm also going to use this rub-on. I might stick that on something coloured actually, so instead of just plain white. Okay, so maybe we can just use that same pink again. Okay, so I don't know if I like it exactly how I want it, but you know what, it's done. It's good enough. Alright, and this is our last card that we're going to be altering, or embellishing. We're going to start off firstly with the date. So it was the 5th of April, and I am a whole year behind, 2014. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm just going to grab my Big Shot. We're going to run a die through and yeah, embellish it. Won't be a sec. Okay, so I picked up this really sweet little village die on clearance, I think it was, so it's just even better. Okay, sorry about that. I actually filled up my memory card, and so and I didn't realise. So half of what I'd done is gone. But anyway, so what I did was I cut these out of the die, and I just stuck 3 of them down, and one of these wood veneers, which I really like, and I think that's the first time I've used them because they've been in my too good to use pile. But I've used one now, so we've made a start. And then the last card that I made, or I embellished, was this one here. And I used just a couple of stamps, a stamp to make the label, and then just an original stamp that I stamped over it as well. And I just did it onto some coloured paper and then cut it out. Okay, so now I think that is the end of our page, and so they all go like that. So we'll just slot it in and we'll see what it looks like in the page protector we've got.
It's hot thing,
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's our page. I've probably gone a little bit overkill on the sequins, almost on every card there. But I mean, look, I picked these up in a packet at the reject shop for $2.50. So really, they're a great embellishment. That's cheap, and it just adds a little bit of sparkle and something interesting for people to look at. But anyway, I'd like to thank you for tuning in again. I know it's been a while since the last one, and hopefully it won't be as long until the next one. Because I'm really enjoying getting back into craft again after our big move. So thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.